Hello, today in this video I am going to show you how to create a flex assessment in Illuminate. By the end of this video you will know how to upload materials, add standards and question groups to your assessment, add multiple question types including number grid, and how to create an answer key. We are also going to take a look at assessment default settings including performance bands and student portal settings. Let's go ahead and get started on creating a flexible assessment. First, log into your Illuminate account, and once you are logged into your account, select Assessments, and then Create Assessment. From here, select Flexible. Next, give your assessment a title. It's always important to think about naming conventions when creating a new assessment and how you would like to title your assessment. Now we can start building our assessment. To upload materials to your assessment, select Upload Materials. From here, you will be able to upload materials from your computer or from your Google Drive. Once you select your materials, it will start uploading immediately and you will receive a confirmation once that upload is complete. If you are uploading more than one document, the list of materials will populate under List of Materials. And just note that the document with the green circle next to it is what the students will see if you are administering this assessment online. You can view the materials, download the materials from here. And if you have accidentally uploaded the wrong material to this assessment, just simply click on the trash can and then you can delete and then re-upload the material or test that you would like to add to this assessment. To add standards, click Standards, and then from here, select Providers, select which standards you'd like to pull in, subject, and grade level. If you would like to add a description to your assessment, click Add Description. To add tags, select Add Tags. And I always like to, at minimum, include my academic year. And if you have any other identifiers that you would like to filter your test by, this is where you would add them. So let's go ahead and start adding questions. You can add questions to your assessment one at a time by clicking on the green add bar at the bottom, and there's nothing wrong with this. But if you have a lot of questions in your assessment, this might take you some time. To quickly add questions and question types, simply click on the lightning bolt to the left of the add bar, and from here you will be able to add multiple questions at once, as well as question types. So let's go ahead and add the various question types to our assessment so that you can see what is available and whether you would like to add them to your assessment. And I think that's all of them. Number Grid is a new release and is now available on the Flex, but I did want to point out that it is not supported in online testing. That being said, I don't really see that being an issue because I know that most of you that have been waiting for this to be available on the Flex are wanting to administer this type of question as a paper pencil. So the fact that it's not supported in online testing, I don't really see that being too much of a problem. And always know that if you would like to create a question type that's similar to this type of question, you can always set it up as an explicit constructed response, and that will give you a similar effect. So let's go ahead and add these 16 questions. And you can see now it's going to add all of those questions and the various question types all at once. So that's a really nice option, and it will make building your test go a lot quicker. So let's take a look at the multiple choice question. So this is just a basic multiple choice question. If you wanted to change the question type, you could always do that at any time by clicking on the drop down next to the question type. The default is A, B, C, D, E for the multiple choice questions. And if you'd like to change that answer choice, again, just simply click on the drop down next to the answer choice and then make that change. What's really nice about this is if you would like to, say, change all of your multiple choice questions to A, B, C, D, you can quickly do this by clicking on the bubble to the left of label, and this will select all of your questions. So just uncheck the questions that you do not wish to change. And it will not allow you to make a mass change to different question types. So if I had those checked, still I would have received an error because it will only allow you to make changes to the same question type. All right, so I have all of my multiple choice questions, and I'm going to select edit, and then I'm going to change my answer choice to A, B, C, D. Apply that change, say yes, I'm sure. And now all of my answer choices for my multiple choice questions are A, B, C, D. If you do not see the answer choice that you would like to use, you can quickly add and edit your choice by clicking the arrow and then selecting edit choice. And from here you can add a choice. And so let's say if I wanted to make this E, F, G, get rid of the extra space, or add, you can add up to 9 choices. And once I have the choice that I'd like to create, just click on the check, and now that will be available for me to use in the future. So that's the multiple choice question. Let's take a look at multiple choice partial credit. And where I've seen this question type used in the past is where a teacher might, let's say the correct answer is A, B, C, D, and they want to allow partial credit for an A, B, ABC, A, B, D answer, and so on, but not have to create the multiple options. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to just show you how to, one other feature is that you can move questions around, but I want to move this question type up so that you can see what I'm talking about. So there's also multiple choice advanced. And what this would allow you to do is add an alternative. And let's say your correct answer is A, B, and you want to allow partial credit for A and partial credit for B, and a full point for the correct answer of A, B. So the difference between these two is that here you would have to add each of the alternatives. And here it's just going to, if you keep this checked at deduct for incorrect selections, it's going to figure out the weight accordingly and just give partial credit to just the partial correct answer. So that is the difference between the multiple choice partial credit and the advanced. They're very similar, but in this case you would have to add all of those alternatives. Next, we have constructed response questions, and these are going to be those open-ended questions that students would be answering for you. You can change the rubric on here by clicking the drop-down arrow to the right. And again, if you do not see the choice that you would like to use for your constructed response questions, you can edit them just like you can with the multiple choice questions. Explicit constructed response is where you're looking for a specific answer or response from a student. So let's say the response that you're looking for is sun. you just type in that response, and once the student types in that answer, it will automatically score that response as a 1 point for you. Just one thing to note is that it is literal, so it will take spelling, punctuation into consideration. So if there are alternate choices that you would like to allow, you just need to add that alternative. And if you notice once the students take the assessment that a lot of students are answering a particular response, you can always go back and make that change, and then it will recalculate the score for the students. Next, we have the number grid question. And so I did want to show you this really quick. And again, it's not supported in online testing, but I know that many of you have been waiting for this feature. So you simply just would bubble in your choice. If you needed to add a column, you can add columns. And again, that is now available on Flex. And finally, we have the constructed response advanced question, and that would just be if you wanted to apply some advanced scoring to your constructed response question. And those are the different question types. So let's talk about our answer key. To create an answer key, you just simply click on the bubbles for the correct answers. And that is how you create your answer key. To add standards to your assessment, click Standards, and those standards that you had applied earlier will populate for you. Again, you can always edit and add standards as needed. So you can add your standards one at a time, or you can add standards to more than one question by selecting all, or just the questions that you would like to apply that standard to. From here, click Edit, Standards, and then choose the standard that you would like to add to the question selected. Apply your changes. Yes, I'm sure. And now that standard has been added to all of these questions. You can add more than one standard to a question and change, again, make those changes individually or to a group of questions. To add question groups, same thing, just click on question groups, and there are some question groups pre-populated. Search for the question group that you're looking for. So let's say you're looking for a DOK. Most of those are already preloaded into the system because someone has used that question group. You just simply click on the question group, that choice that you would like to add, and now that has been added. If you do not see the question group that you would like to add, to create one, you just type in the question group that you would like to add, and then it will be saved for you in the future. And the same thing, if you would like to add, say, that DOK1 to all of your multiple choice questions, you could select all, uncheck your other question types, and then edit, and then select that question group for the questions selected. And you can do this all at once. You can do more than one feature at a time. You could add standards, question groups, change the weight of your questions and your answer choices all at once. But I wanted to show you individually since we were taking a look at those different question types, standards, and question groups. So that is how you can add question groups and standards to your assessment. And once you've added all of your standards, question groups, and are happy with your answer key, click Done. Next, let's take a look at the performance band. There is an Illuminate default performance band that is applied to all assessments. To change that, just simply go into your advanced settings by clicking on the cog wheel next to Edit, and then select Performance Bands. And you will see that there's this Illuminate default band that is applied. To change that, click on the drop down and then select the performance band that you would like to apply to your assessment. In this case, I'm going to add the HCS performance band, and then you're going to want to make sure that you apply it to your overall, standard, and question groups. Click apply, and then now your performance band has been changed to the Illuminate, to the HCS performance band, or whichever performance band you are applying to that assessment. When you are done with editing your performance band, one other default setting that I would like you to be aware of is the student portal setting. So the student portal setting is set to be on for students. If you do not wish for students to see this assessment in their student portal, simply click the edit and then the cog wheel to get into the test settings, and then just turn show in portal off. And so this way the students will not be able to see that assessment in their student portal. And that is how you create a flex assessment in Illuminate. To learn more on how to administer your assessment, watch my video on test administration.